Hey, we train and certify a number of armed and unarmed guards every week. And so we always get questions about holsters and gear, like what are they supposed to wear, where does it go? Hey, this is just a quick for the concealed officer. So if you're practicing the Israeli security concept, which is a big thing for us, this is kind of this is a concealed rig. And the concealed rig for a holster, okay, the holster for concealed rig, you might see something like this. So you notice this, obviously this holds the pistol. This is designed to go inside the waistband. And what you notice about this holster, number one, is it's made very specifically for the Glock 19 pistol. This is just a blue gun, but obviously this is made directly for the gun. So number one, it's made for the handgun that you're going to carry. Two, it covers the trigger guard of the pistol. Three, that it does not collapse, right, when you take the pistol out. So that's a requirement. And then, of course, also that it's belt mounted. So when this is in between your body and your trousers or your belt loops, the holster does not move. Now, you're going to notice something about this holster that's okay for concealed or covert carry when you're practicing the Israeli security concept at that school or church or wherever. Maybe you're an executive protection agent. Is that there is no retention here, but for the concealment or covert holsters, that's okay. A lot of times people aren't going to know that you're armed, and so this is designed to really not have retention, again, because this is concealed, it's very covert, and this is tucked inside your waistband. No problem with that, okay? This obviously goes on your firing side, so if you're a right-handed shooter, it would be on the right-hand side of your body. If you're a left-handed shooter, it would be just the opposite. So no problem with this holster if you're going to be concealed or covert. Now, let's talk about your uniformed security officer, okay? And you are going to be overtly carrying a pistol. Let me just kind of talk about some requirements for holsters here. So number one, notice if I'm going to be carrying overt, I've got a duty belt like this. This is not mounted inside my belt loop or my waistband. This actually fits over another belt. You notice here a holster a little bit different. It is attached very securely to this belt, number one. Meets all the other requirements. It's made for this pistol. It doesn't collapse. It covers the trigger guard, etc. Here's the big difference outside of being securely mounted. There is retention in this holster. So it means until the operator actually grabs the pistol here and hits this release, then the pistol's not going to come out. So if something happens, you're turned upside down, whatever, the gun does not come out. And if you're going to be carrying overtly, especially in a uniform, you've got a duty belt, you need at least one level of retention for your holster to keep you and that weapon safe. So let's kind of start with the overt pouch first. So again, back to the overt duty belt, right? Something I'm going to carry on duty. I'm going to be wearing a uniform, my body armor, all that kind of stuff, so people know I've got this uniform presence. So magazine pouches. Magazine pouches should mount or should be carried on the support side of the body, especially overtly. That really gets into your firearms training and system. I don't know who trained you. Obviously, if it was us, that's where you were taught. And that's because obviously the support side keeps all my support equipment like my magazines, flashlights, etc. Here, what you notice, this is what we call like a taco pouch. It goes along with this Cobra belt system. The magazines, so the magazine pouch is belt mounted and it does not move on the belt. So it's secure on the belt. So if I need to get to the magazines on that belt, what happens is this is not going to move and I can index my magazine and I go to the same place every time. So nothing wrong with a covered magazine pouch. Some of you guys working for larger security companies may be issued a pouch and there's a cover over it. That's okay. Just understand when you need to get your magazine out, you're going to have to use your support hand, thumb, or index finger, and you're going to have to flip that to get your magazine out. You're going to have to, open up that cover that actually covers the mag pouch. I like open top pouches as long as the magazines are secure, and that's the case here because it allows me to easily index the magazine just like this. So again, on that overt pouch, what happens is belt mounted, very secure. I like the open top. Secures the magazines in place. I turn this upside down. They're not going to go anywhere. And again, it's like securely mounted to the belt. All right, folks, now we're going to talk about the covert carry or Israeli security concept carry. So unlike the duty belt we just talked about where your magazine pouch is overt, it's mounted to the duty belt. Now let's talk about the covert or concealed carry piece. So you notice here, this is a magazine pouch that's actually mounted. It goes kind of inside or it does go inside your belt because this fits inside your waistband, the magazine pouch does, to help keep it concealed or covert. You notice it's open top like I had my overt carry, but it still allows me to actually index the magazine to get the magazine out, okay? So, it doesn't need to be covered, okay? It's probably not going to have the same level of retention as your like overt carry pouch, but that's okay. This thing is crammed inside, in between your waist and the belt that is actually attached to your belt loops or up underneath those belt loops. So again, it's made for the magazine. It's assisted or it's actually secured on the belt, so it's not going to move because this thing is locked in with my body in the belt, and I'm able actually to index the magazine and put that back in if necessary. Okay, folks, if you have any questions, you can get us at contact@michaelmannsecurityservices.com, or you can always call me at 615-956-3912. And remember, it's about prevention, not response.